And before we go ahead and get started, I just wanted to cover a couple of housekeeping items. Currently, all of our attendees are on mute. We find that that works best throughout the presentation, and then at the end, we can unmute people if you would like to ask questions that way. But if you think of questions during the presentation, please do send them in using the questions box on your GoToWebinar toolbar, which you can see is outlined here in red. So if you just type in the question, you can send it directly to me or include everyone on it, and then we'll go ahead and get those answered at the end of the presentation today. All right, with that, I would like to hand things over to our speaker today, who is Keith Anderson, the Regional Manager from Congolem. And thanks again, Keith, for presenting.
No problem. Thank you, Ellen, and thank you, everyone at Bishop, for hosting this webinar. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for taking time out of your busy days to learn about DuraCeramic. It's no secret today that the luxury vinyl tile category continues to grow in our industry, and more products are coming through your doors every day. We feel it's important for you to know the differences and what makes each product unique, particularly our product, DuraCeramic. DuraCeramic was the original groutable luxury vinyl tile and remains the best product in the marketplace today. Today we want to show you why that is. It's important to know why we invented DuraCeramic to begin with. DuraCeramic was first introduced in 2003 as a product that we brought out to create a product to go head-to-head with ceramic tile while improving on some of the deficiencies of ceramic tile. Things like the cold stone feel that you get with ceramic tile, or the fact that it's hard on your feet and your joints, some of the installation issues and costs that you get with putting down ceramic tile, and things like dirty and cracked grout that customers seem to not like after a period of time. Next slide, please, Ellen. When we say DuraCeramic is the best product on the market today, we're not the only ones who think so. For the 4th year in a row, DuraCeramic has been rated the #1 resilient product by Consumer Reports. Not only did DuraCeramic rate the best of all resilient products tested, but it achieved the highest rating of any flooring product tested by Consumer Reports. That's a pretty powerful statement from a source that your customers have come to know and trust. Next slide. As you know, Consumer Reports is an independent testing agency that issues reviews and recommendations on almost every known consumer product available. If you want to know what stroller to buy or what kind of new bicycle to buy, Consumer Reports has tested these products and has ratings for you. They do the same thing in floor covering. It's interesting to note that manufacturers today are not allowed to influence or supply any information to Consumer Reports that would somehow affect their results. In fact, they even purchase their own material used for testing from independent sources so that they can remain completely unbiased in their publications. In the testing of floor covering, DuraCeramic, as I said, received the highest rating of any product tested in floor covering, not just in resilient products. It received an excellent rating in floor traffic, an excellent rating in scratching, excellent rating in staining and repelling stains, excellent ratings in repelling fading against UV sunlight, and a very good rating against denting and indentation. This is a pretty powerful tool that a lot of consumers I see today use in their store to promote DuraCeramic in store. Next slide. When you look at this list, it's easy to see that the features and benefits of DuraCeramic are plentiful. We'll address each one of these attributes as we move forward in the presentation. We know the name DuraCeramic has become somewhat synonymous in the LVT category. I can't tell you how many times I've been in a retail showroom myself and heard a customer walk through the door and ask to look at the DuraCeramic floors, not realizing DuraCeramic is a specific product, not an entire flooring category. To further the brand name of DuraCeramic, we added Scotchgard to all of our products in 2010 on the DuraCeramic line. Scotchgard not only offers many advantages to our product's performance, but also promotes a brand that consumers know and trust in stain repelling. Scotchgard is one of the most recognizable brands in the world. As you can see by this chart, it rates higher than even Ford or brands like Nike. We introduced Scotchgard to represent the ever-improving DuraCeramic line again in 2010. It's actually embedded into our urethane wear surface and will not wear off. That's a question we get a lot from not only consumers but retail sales associates as they compare it to other products, perhaps like carpeting. Scotchgard is one of the most highly trusted names in repelling stains in soil, and we are the only resilient manufacturer that can offer Scotchgard as an advantage to our product. When you think of reasons why you should sell DuraCeramic over competitive products, one thing we know is that's important to consumers is staining. And we've tested Scotchgard and DuraCeramic against some of the harshest staining agents found in a typical household. This chart shows you how DuraCeramic with Scotchgard compares to other competitive products when stained with a product like hair dye. After allowing each product 24 hours for stains to penetrate, you can see that hair dye was no match for DuraCeramic. Even a Mr. Clean Magic Eraser couldn't get the stain out of the competitive products, where DuraCeramic looks the same before and after. That's the benefit of Scotchgard. In addition to adding Scotchgard and having a product that's the easiest to clean in the industry, DuraCeramic is now one of the healthiest products you can put in your home with the addition of silver antibacterial. At the same time we added Scotchgard, we also added silver to our wear surface as an antibacterial agent in DuraCeramic. So what does silver actually do for DuraCeramic? Silver is actually the oldest known antibacterial agent to man. It aids in preventing growth of bacteria, things like fungus, and spreading of viruses. It poses no danger to humans or pets, and in fact is used in such things as water filtration systems, treating wounds and injuries, healing of skin burns, and even in preventing infection in a newborn baby's eyes. Both of these recent additions to DuraCeramic are part of a patented wear surface found only from Congolem and DuraCeramic. This also includes a natural satin gloss finish that's resistant to scuffing and even easier to maintain. It includes aluminum oxide for superior scratch resistance and nylon particles to protect from wear out and create a more realistic look and feel. DuraCeramic was also the first with a patented eased edge for added performance and an enhanced natural look. As you can see on the screen now, Congolem also offers one of the most unique styles and designs in luxury vinyl tile with the most grout color options of any manufacturer. Here you see our latest 2012 introductions of Renaissance and Village Slate, both of which have jumped to our top of the bestseller list in only a few short months since they've been out. Next slide. Something that's on the minds of most consumers today is how a product impacts the environment. What's the green story? This year, Congolem is proud to be recognized for our commitment to environmental responsibility. DuraCeramic and DuraPlank products are the first and currently only residential resilient products to be awarded the NSF ANSI 332 Gold Level certification. What does that mean? NSF International is an accredited independent certification body that tests and certifies products to meet public health and safety requirements as well as sustainability standards. To achieve gold level certifications is only awarded to those that exceed the highest standards in environmental responsibility, and we're very proud to be the only and current resilient manufacturer to have that label on our products. Next slide. When you think of all those features and benefits in the product alone, you ask yourself, how could there be any more? Well, one thing we haven't talked about is installation. Many consumers and sales associates assume luxury vinyl tile is an expensive product based on material costs alone. But we don't have to, but don't we have to install these products? We do. How do those costs compare? If we figure on average that quarter-inch underlayment costs approximately $1.50 a square foot, or embossing leveler costs approximately 95 cents a square foot to install, it gets expensive pretty quick. This doesn't even begin to include such things as removal of existing floors and time spent on these jobs. So how is Congolem and DuraCeramic different? The answer is underfloor. Underfloor is an exclusive DuraCeramic underlayment system made by Congolem. It allows for a modified floating installation while also eliminating expensive second layer subfloors and messy embossing levelers. Underfloor is effective in increasing DuraCeramic sales by keeping overall installation costs down compared to competitive products and ceramic tile. Underfloor is also warranted only for DuraCeramic, Ovations, and Endurance plank products from Congolem. If you're not familiar with underfloor, you can contact Bishop for samples and further information on underfloor if this is something you're not familiar with. So let's look at the numbers. On average, if you take a standard 250 square foot installation, this can be a savings of up to nearly $212, figuring the cost that we discussed earlier, and underfloor costing you approximately 65 cents to install. That savings doesn't even begin to include the time savings for your installers. Again, this is something available only from DuraCeramic. These types of savings can be realized on several installations, things such as going over plywood floors, oriented strand board, particle board, concrete, lightweight gypsum toppings, even going over existing resilient flooring or hardwood floors, and also old adhesive residue and paint, things that we run into every day in common installations. Next slide. So when you ask yourself, why choose DuraCeramic, there's a lot of reasons. DuraCeramic's the only real alternative to ceramic tile. It makes great looking floors, installs in half the time of ceramic tile, and has various installation options, whether it's grouted, ungrouted, and the sky's the limit on the custom floors that you can make with DuraCeramic. Next slide. So the original is still the best. When you think of DuraCeramic, we continue a long tradition of firsts in the resilient flooring business. We pioneered the resurgence of the luxury vinyl tile category. We were the first with a patented round edge, the first with a patented wear surface, the first to offer a groutable vinyl tile, the first manufacturer to offer Scotchgard and silver protection in our wear layer, and now the first to be awarded the 332 Gold certification for sustainability, and not to mention the best in Consumer Reports for 4 years running. With all of these benefits, it's easy to see why the original is still the best. Next slide. So again, you can see for yourself what separates DuraCeramic from the rest of the field. Whether it's the power of Scotchgard and silver antibacterial in a patented wear surface, our unique realistic styles and visuals, the time and cost-saving installation options compared to other like products, and did I mention it's manufactured in the USA? One of the few. With all of those benefits, we've recently put out a promotion to make this even better for your customers. Effective immediately through the end of October, you have the opportunity to purchase pallets for inventory at $2.69 a square foot. This is a limited time offer, so put your orders in now. Thanks again, everyone, for your time and support of Congolem and DuraCeramic, and I'll stay on if there's any questions. Ellen?
Great, thanks, Keith. I will be looking out for any questions that may have come in through the chat box or the question box. A couple of things to note. The webinar today was recorded, so I will be emailing out a link to the recording in case you want to share this with any others at your location. Also, for those of you that are in attendance, as you know, you will be receiving those coupons, so I will be getting those mailed out to you in the next week. One other thing to mention is that Bishop Distributing is very excited. We are having a sales event around Art Prize, which takes place in Grand Rapids. And that's going to be held on October 4th from 2 to 7. It's a Thursday, right in downtown Grand Rapids at the DeVos Place. And I know that Keith will be in attendance, and also Ed Justice, the installation specialist from Congolem. So if anyone does have any questions after the webinar today, if you think of something, feel free to send me an email. My email address is there